Hello and welcome along and welcome back to Little Norton. It is the final day of spring and we have an awful lot of stuff to do today. So first thing we're doing is we're getting this out and taking it over to field 49 because we need to get that cultivated, ready to use the seeder ahead of us on it a bit later. In fact, next game day is when we're looking to use that. And we're going to get the seeder started in field 50. So these two, we've got a lot of work to do, these two bits of kit today. But the trouble is we also need to get doing some mowing as well. It's the last day of spring. We have not cut any grass yet. We have 2 full fields of grass that need cutting. Ready to feed our cows a bit more, and I'm hoping we're going to have a bit of a dry spell coming up, so we need to get around here so that we can get through this gateway, jump out. So let's just have a quick look at the weather that we've got coming. We've got a good dry spell. It is perfect for us to make hay at the moment. So yeah, we need to make some hay. We need to get some silage as well. So it's going to be a little bit of both of those that we're doing. We could do some water for our cows too. So yeah, it's a busy day here on the farm with so much to do. So we're going to get this started. We're going to get Courseplay running this. We're going to do the same with field 50, where we've got to get, I think we've got Sugarbeet going into field 50 and corn going into field 49. So into here, yep, and we might as well get it started at this corner. So Courseplay up, course generation, field 49. We want a couple of headers clockwise. Up downs first, turn in the corners, 7% overlap is good, 5 meter, generate the course, and interesting angle it's gone for, but yeah, I quite like that. That is actually a really good angle for this field. So we'll head over to the far corner and get this started. It should be over this way. This is a really big field. We are going to get so much silage up here. It's going to be ridiculous. But that is a really great way for us to go. A good amount of silage on here is going to be massively useful. So we'll reverse this up. Yeah, like that. And I'm actually going to switch this to nearest waypoint, line her up. Okay, and drive course. So I was doing 2 headlands on here and getting that running, and away it goes. So next up is, when we find it, there we go, our Fet 930. So we've got a full set of this on here, but I don't think we've got any, we don't have any fertilizer in it. I'm not sure we actually have any fertilizer up at the farm. No, we don't. So we are going to have to go and grab some fertilizer first. So let's do that. Let's jump into this, and we're going to pop up to the shop, hopefully with, there it is. We want to grab our front, our forks, and we need to go and grab our flatbed as well. So the question is, where have I left my flatbed trailer? I think that's, so I know exactly where that is. That's round the other side, so we'll head round here and do this. Grab that, and we can head up to the shop to pick up some fertilizer. We need a bit anyway, because we need some for our solid fertilizer spreader. So bring this round. We'll have to move those pallets of seeds out the way. Those came out of our other seeder. And I really need to switch to, there's a new set of pallets you can get that are specific seeds, and I need to switch to those really. But, hooking this up. Oh, and everything there. Good, that's done. I think, let's get this up to the shop, and then we can go and pick up a couple of pallets of fertilizer. We're up at the shop. And I'm going to grab our pallets. So what I want to try and do is put this, I think about here-ish. Should make things easier to load up. Let's purchase our pallets. So we want a couple of pallets of the fertilizer, which is that there. So buy that, yes. Fertilizer is expensive. But that's got those, and we can reverse this up a little bit. Now you can see we've got no space left for wool, so we're going to have to get. I don't think we've got 2 sets of pallet forks. So let's just have a look in the garage quickly. They should be together if we do. No, we only have the single set of pallet forks. So I want to grab a second set of those while we're here as well. Oh, I also want to go. Somebody suggested something about this trailer, and I want to try that out before we go back to the before we try and load all this up. So pallet fork, yes, we're going to get it in the Fent Classic this time, and I think we will just put the stole on it. Yep. Okay. There we are. So we need to hook this back up. Oop. And the reason we need to hook this back up is because we want to take this over to the workshop quickly. And what it'll allow us to do is, somebody suggested that the different way the belts work on this might be because of the configuration I've got it on. So if we have a look at this and customize it, at the moment we are running it on the this is the route. Okay, so it's not a configuration we can do here. This is worth, we may have to change this trailer over. So how much is our trailer worth? It's worth 14,000, and if we were to replace it with a square bale version, so baling technology, now which TP100 square round, I don't know which, we can tell which one we've got. We've got that one, we've got the 140 round bales. And this one is square bales. Now, seeing as we're not putting the stuff on it, it doesn't matter really which way they go. So I'm gonna just buy this quickly. 13,000 is the price on this at the moment. Fent Nature green. No, that's the rim color. Right. I want. There's a Fent red. I want the, yeah, so got it. So the rims we want to be the Fent red. Got it completely reversed. There we go. Rim color, Fent red. Design color, onyx. There we go. That's the setup I want. Chassis cover is still silver. Wheel brand. I prefer the Michelins. No auto load. No attachers, no extension at the moment, and red on the platform. So I'm going to buy this, and if this works, so the reason why I'm doing this, the reason why I just bought a second one of these trailers, is you can see how the belts are on this. I'm hoping the belts are across on this one. So now we're going to sell this trailer and get rid of it. and that should cover most of the cost. £1 repair, sell it. Yes. Okay, perfect. Now we can move the trailer, and we have the straps in the right direction. So yeah, the other one has round bale straps which go the full length. I don't like the round bales being strapped like that. It's a really odd way. So yeah, square bale straps, and we're not auto loading it, so it doesn't require the straps to, or the specific type. But it's a little bit odd that you can't do you can't choose which way the straps run on it. That would be I'm guessing there's a reason for that. But yeah, there we go. So we're gonna load this up and get these onto here. Are we low enough? We're not, so lower that. I do love that. That is just really cool. So to get this low enough to pick stuff up, you need to change the orientation, or you need to lower the actual front loader, which is pretty cool. I do like that a lot. Only thing I don't like is, in order to angle the head, you have to be selecting the front loader. But I can deal with that. Move the trailer slightly. There we go. That's got it. Right, so I'm gonna get the rest of this loaded up, and then we'll head back down to our farm and get the other tractor running before we head up to the sheep farm and try and sort out the space for our wool. We're headed back to the farm via the sheep farm, and what we're going to do is, I've got the new set of pallet forks on the front of here. I'm just going to drive in quickly and drop these off, and then drive out again. We'll be able to sort the wool out pretty quickly as a result. And in fact, we need to we could do with sorting the wool out now, because we are a little bit stuck. So let's switch to that, drop this off, and we can switch over to our other tractor quickly then, and get that done. So let's drop them off, and we'll reverse this back. We've got our other pallet forks on the back of the trailer. There we go. Bring that round, and jump out. And then, we can also load up while we're here. I know, we got this. We want this bucket back at the main farm. We need this bucket back at the main farm. But it's currently full of carrots, which we can't get rid of. So let's get that there. Yeah, full set of wool pallets here, which is always good news. We won't get much beyond the end of spring, so that is why it's so important for us to get these out of here now. Get these into this shed, because we can sell them. We can sell them in the not too distant future. Now, what's going to happen is, immediately as I get in here, no, good. I was worried we were going to get a pallet spawn where we wanted to pick this one up, but we're okay. Yeah, so much to do today. It's a very, very busy day on the farm. It's one of those things where spring and autumn when you're doing seasons tend to be the busiest times, whereas both winter and surprisingly the summer tends to be the slower times. We should have a good amount of wool actually off this. I'm quite pleased with this. It won't make us much money, but it will, it does just mean that we've got making that extra little bit from the sheep. We're going to be trying to sell some lambs as well. I need to do a little bit of research and check on exactly what age we need to sell the lambs for what we have. But I'm not expecting any lambs until the next year, until year 2 on here. There we go. And that has emptied that out. And done. Perfect. Right. So can we get... I think we're going to end up coming back for that bucket later. We do really, really need to get the carrots out of it though. Don't think there's a huge amount of carrots in there, but unfortunately the sheep don't take a huge amount of carrots in the first place. How many we got left? 219. And how much does our sheep need? And you can see we've got stuff to do with the cattle today as well. 161, yeah, so they're not going to take all of those carrots at the moment. So we'll have to leave this up here. We need to go and sort out our cows as well though. So let's give the sheep some water. They've got a fair amount anyway. We'll jump back in this tractor and we'll head down to our farm and get our get our seeder working, and then we can sort the cows. Back at the farm, and I need to get this trailer around here. Yeah, and set that wider to get that in there. Almost want to go in the gateway for the yard, but not quite. There we go. Because I want to get this into here. So again, need to take that quite wide. Because this wants to go into the store shed. And pull it far enough along here. And then we can undo it here. And that way we've got access to our pallet forks at the far end. Hoses detached. Take off these. There we go. And we can get our pallet forks off. And get the fertilizer into our other one. It's a nice little advantage to having the fertilizer on this seeder. Means that, or this planter, means that we'll be in a good position to with the crop. It'll already be at that next stage, but we need to get both of these fields done pretty soon. I think that we're only just coming into the time when we can plant corn. In fact, we're not even, because we are running, it's mid-spring, it's not late spring, so we're running 9-day seasons on here. We're still in mid-spring, and we are not yet at the point where we can do our plant our corn. So, or it's not a good time to plant the corn yet. See if we can line this up. So we're doing pretty well actually. I thought I was later in the year than I am. Running a 9-day season does make a difference. It does mean that we have that little bit longer to do everything we need to do. And it means, hopefully it means that the harvest time will be a bit more forgiving as well. Get this fairly far under here. There we go. Push that in a little bit. Not so easy to get it out. Our other tractor might be a little bit smaller actually. We might end up switching the farms that these tractors are at, simply because that little tractor might get under that under that roof, whereas this one most definitely can't. But then this one has a higher reach for bale stacking. And I think I'm going to get a small bale stacker on here rather than try and load all this up onto a trailer. If I can afford the small bale stacker. And this is what I mean, is any extra money we need now, we are going to have to borrow. There we go, that's out. And actually, I want one of those, because we need to go and fill up our seeder on the way through. So let's grab that one back. And we can go and fill up the seeder quickly. Or the planter. I should call them what they're designated in the game. It's a planter for this one. And then we can, then that separates it from our seeder that we use as well. We can take this over here and fill this up. There we go. That's going to take actually 2,000 litres. That's going to take all but 400 litres of this. It takes so much more fertilizer than it does seed. But that has got it filled up, which is good. We're going to put these back in our shed. We're going to want some liquid fertilizer and some liquid herbicide at some point. So we're going to go and get a bit of those. But as I said, we are in 9-day season, so we're actually good. We're in a position where we're getting everything done. We're only on day 6, so we've got 3 more days of spring left. And that is all good. It means that we're going to we don't need to actually worry about doing our cut of grass this time and doing the hay this time. We're going to have a dry day the next day, and that is going to dry things out rather nicely. So leave this tractor here for now because we don't need it. We'll come out here, we'll jump the fence at a low point, and we'll get our 900S out. So we're going to take this out to the field. We're going to set this up doing the Sugarbeet, which is what we've got it set up for. This is going to be a turn, which is going to be hard push to get round. Let's try it. Let's see if we can. There's no easy way out of this yard, really. What we're going to have to do is cement lorry can wait while I get this round and back into the yard. Yeah, I don't want to go out that way. Trouble is, the other way I've got a gate in the way for the direction I want to go. So there's not an easy way out of that yard to where I want to be. Amazingly. However, we can get this way. We've got some fairly big machinery for here. We've still got to get hold of a Sugarbeet harvester. But I'm hoping our first year's harvest in general is going to be good for us and allow us to get further. See, that tractor there is about halfway through. Yeah, probably about halfway through that field at the moment. So that's some good progress there. While here, we can get this round, and looking at it, I want to get it over here and just park it like this. There. Right. Disconnect that. Bring this round and connect it up. I do love how this transports. But we need to get it hooked up. Like so. Lift it. And we'll get it set up with a course. So, course play generation, we are on field 50, one headland, clockwise up downs first, headland corners turn, 9 meters generate the course. Yeah, not a big surprise there. I don't want to do it that way. I want it to go longest edge. That's better. Like that a lot more. Starting in the bottom corner. This is such a wide seeder, it really is. Can we fold it? Yeah, we want to fold it up. That way we can get it started. Now that's interesting. But there's my start point. Couldn't see that for a moment. Got lost in the middle of everything. So yeah, Sugarbeet in this field, corn in the other. It's going to take a while to get the Sugarbeet done. And this is going to be a nice large area of Sugarbeet as well. We just need to work out where we're going to put. Probably we need a Sugarbeet pad really. Right. Nearest waypoint, drive course. And away it goes, and that is hopefully. Ah, no, we're not connected up. We've got. There we go. Drive course. And away it goes. Perfect. Right, back to our farm so that we can sort out our cows. So we're back in the GTA. And, yeah, we need to get the cows sorted. And we need. We really need that bucket, I think. We can go and give the cows various bits and pieces, but yeah, a bucket is going to be very needed. We're also going to need to buy some more clover bales, I think. Because we don't have any at the moment. Oh no, we do. We have like 2, I think. Right, let's drop that off. Get our pallet fork on instead. There we go. Now that was a bit of a bouncy grab. Let's see what our cows need. So our cows are in need of pretty much everything. But yeah, they need. They're fine actually for the clover silage. They need hay and they need WCS or grass silage. We don't have any maize silage yet, so let's grab a couple of bales of the WCS. So the grass we're actually going to use for hay. The corn we're going to use for the maize silage. And then this, yeah, and then we've got to buy in the clover. We need to buy in clover bales because this map is currently not set up for doing the crops for Maize Plus. So we are using the full Maize Plus in here, but it's just that we can't do all the crops for Maize Plus, which is unfortunate. But I think in the long run, it's going to be good for us to run Maize Plus the whole way through here. Be used to doing this the way we're doing it. And we're then in a position when it actually does come to the map to just transfer stuff over instead of then having to rework exactly how everything goes. It'll be much quicker of a transfer for that. And yeah, when we do try and transfer between save games, and do you guys want to see that? Would you like to for me to do a video on that? If so, let us know in the comments below. That has got WCS in. That is pretty good actually. We're gonna do. So how much? Okay, I think we could probably do with a couple of bales full of hay if we have it. And we're probably going to create some grass silage as well. Grass silage bales. If nothing else, we can sell grass silage bales to buy clover bales. So we're looking at overproducing anyway. We have a single hay bale. Yeah, we really need to get creating some hay bales next time. This will keep our cows going for now. But yeah, we need more hay bales. But I'm aiming to only buy clover bales. That's the only thing I want to buy. Because yeah, we can make everything else. Our front 930. So the S is slipping. I'm going to drop this off and I'll go and check it out. And then probably need to see if we can go and sort something over at the sheep. So I've sorted the barrio and we'll head back out and we'll get this closed up. It just needed its course resetting. It needed 2 headlands instead of 1 because otherwise it was running into the hedgerow with the angle. So sorted that, and we're just going to go and put this away. I think we'll put this in this shed here. Right, so, and then we're going to head up to here for this and see if we can, see if dropping these off actually gets us somewhere. Because if we can clear this out, this will mean we can get this bucket back to the other farm. I am looking at this little tractor and going, this probably needs to be at the other farm. If we can go and take this bucket off and I can test it, it would be good. Because it would just allow me to double check if this is a good way to go. Probably shouldn't be coming in through this gate. I can just nip down by the road here, which would be a much better way of doing this. But does this little tractor have? And we can also clean up here. Well, we could clean up here. Oh, you're kidding me. 32 litres left. I can't even dump them on the ground because we don't have carrots as a crop on here. I can't dump them into the ground. I can only put them in the bucket, which is really annoying. You should watch where he's going. Speaking of which, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to come out. Yeah, this little tractor, while massively useful down here, I think is going to be even more useful down at our yard. And the GTA up here, doing the sheep. So I think this will get under that that shed. Okay, and put this back here. So yeah, a little bit longer, and we'll be able to do this. Our sheep are good. Otherwise, they could do with some other bits. Yeah, we really need to get some hay and some grass silage. Now, interestingly, we need grass silage for here. Right, let's get back to our cows, shall we? So over here, and while I need to jump the hedge, do a lot of hedge jumping. And that is because I need to get back over here and get the water turned on because they are really low on that. There we go. And then we need to grab something to do our straw. And I thought we had some way of doing our straw, unless at the moment we're not too worried about that. Yeah, we don't have, I don't think we have a straw shredder on the farm. I think we were talking about getting one and doing something with one, but at the moment, yeah, we don't have a straw shredder on the farm. So we've got straw, but we're not giving it to the cows yet. We are going to need to eventually, but I think we've got, yeah, 73,000 litres of slurry, so we are going to be working that. It's the cleanliness that we need at the moment, so we're going to wait a little bit later in the day and sort that out and get that done. So while we're waiting for the sheep to eat a few of their carrots so that we can get that bucket back and clean out our cows, I have brought the Fendt 700 here up to the shop, and that is because we are running out of fuel. So I want to get myself a fuel trailer. We're going to use one of these universal tanks. Rim colour I am going to go for colour I'm going to go for Onyx, because this is going to be a fuel tanker. I want to put stainless steel wheels on it, I think. Yeah, yeah. We'll go with the stainless steel wheels. Looks quite good. Configuration universal. Wheel brand Lizard. Yeah, we'll keep that as Lizard. Because we've only got 20,000. Decals will go with white. Yeah, it's either black or white. So we'll go with the white decals and we will buy that. And the reason for that is because, yeah, we need to get some more fuel. Our 800 is getting very low on it. And this means that our fuel tank, the fuel tanks on this map don't automatically don't automatically just give you fuel. You have to fill them up, and I love that. There we go. Come on. I had you a minute ago. That is now being difficult. There we go. Right. Let's get this over to the fuel station, which is down the bottom of the road here. And we can get this filled up with some fuel. Nicely in the middle of the afternoon. And yeah. Rubbing fuel is one of those things we've got to do. We don't have a lorry on here, so that is something that we're going to be looking. So we are in a stage now where we've got the basics for the farm. We've got everything that we wanted, but we can't do some of the things we still need to do. So we've got basic setup. Missing a few bits, and that's good. That's exactly what I wanted. That means we didn't give ourselves too much money in the first place. Right. Open that. And come on. There we go. So we could only afford 3,019 litres of fuel. Wow. Without going into debt and without borrowing money, that is all we could afford. Hopefully that's going to be enough to keep us running for a while. But yeah, not good. So let's empty it out, put it into our fuel tank here. And now hopefully we can get rid of the last 32 litres of carrots. Clean up our sheep here. Oh, no, really? It needs another 12 litres. So I'm going to leave this here, actually. Just doing this. Until it empties. But I think it's probably going to be that we're cleaning the sheep and the cows next time. What have we got here in our field? So this is now finishing up. This is on its last round here. So that's good news. That job is almost finished. This here is also coming up to finishing soon. It's got a couple of rows, or just a single maybe, to do. So that's pretty good. So this will get finished today as well. Otherwise, we are pretty good everywhere. It's down to 10 litres. Which kind of sums everything up. We in general though are good, so I'm going to leave this here. And that means that all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.